Hi, I'm Victoria Savage, Nurse Savage on your side, your wisdom guided oracle. And I made this video specifically to give you a tool to use moving forward in your life that could potentially be life-changing for many of you. This tool is a way for you to communicate without fail with yourself, with your higher self, your divine aspect, and get answers that you need, specifically for your physical health things. So here's the premise, the understanding of how this works. What is true, good, and right for you is going to make you strong, your muscles strong. What is not true, what is a no or is a lie, is going to make you weak. So when you need answers, and many times when you're faced with very scary diagnoses and life-altering things that are presented to you, you need to get answers. And you want your body, your best advocate, to be in the middle of all of this. So here's what I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you how to muscle test yourself. And the first way people can generally do this is, well, and 90% of the people, 98% of the people I've tested absolutely have been able to do it this way. So I'm going to show you, this is called the sway test. And make sure now that you're well hydrated. So you might want to run and get a 4-ounce glass of water if you're not a regular water drinker, because you can sometimes answer backwards if you're dehydrated or if you're not in your body. Is that possible? Absolutely. When people are in high stress, high trauma, pain, either severe or chronic pain, they will disassociate. And what will happen is your body will answer backwards. And that's how you know you're not in your body. We'll talk about that again in a minute. So I'm going to turn sideways because this is the way most people can begin to muscle test themselves. It's called the sway test. And it looks something like this. I'm going to say something that is true and watch what happens when I do, okay? My name is Victoria Juliette Savage. I promise you I'm not manipulating this. I live in Idaho. I have 2 grown children. Notice how I moved forward. The truth, what was right, what was yes, pitched me onto the balls of my feet. Remember to unlock your knees. You want your legs straight, but you don't want your knees locked. Now I'm going to say a non-truth, a lie, and watch what happens. I live in London, England. I have 9 daughters. My name is Jack. It pitched me backwards. What is right moves you forward. What is not right, a lie, or not good for you, pitches you on to your heels. Most people can see this. And for me, I want them to be muscle testing themselves when we're working together, because I want them to know that the answers came from them, not from me. You can use this when you're given a new medication. If you're trying a vitamin, you want to see if it's any good for you, hold it under your arm, hold it to your chest, and ask, is this vitamin a good choice? Remember, your questions need to be framed for a yes or no answer. So another way that I like people to be able to do, and I will have them practice between visits if they come without any knowledge of muscle testing, or I will remind them to practice doing this because it saves time. I want to give them everything that we can do in a session. And if we're getting up, doing the sway test, and sitting back down when we're asking questions of their higher self, it's just going to take time away from what we actually get to do in removing these energies that are no longer or never were benefiting them. So with the hands, many people will do it this way. Make a circle with your thumb and index finger on one hand, stick the index finger of the other hand through that. This is what that looks like. My name is Victoria Juliette Savage. I'm hitting it pretty hard. It's not opening. My name is Jeffrey Savage. Same amount of strength, and it opens, it allows my finger to slide right through. I live in London, England. I live in Idaho. So that makes you strong. Another way people do it is they make 2 rings and they hook them together like a chain and they will pull on them. My name is Victoria Savage. I live in Idaho. I grew up in California for the most part. Part of my college days were in, where were they? Oklahoma. Okay, my name is Jack. See, they came right apart. I live in London, England. Came right apart. That is your strength and weakness communicating answers to you. And you can do it about everything. You just need to frame your question in a yes or no framework. It is so powerful. If you are in a situation that makes you very afraid, let's say you just got a very scary, maybe life-threatening diagnosis, and the doctor is saying, okay, I want you to start this chemo, and I want you to start, you can go, okay, is this chemo the best choice for my body? If it's a no, you've got to advocate for yourself. Ask the doctor, is there another form? Now, it is best if you were to get like an IV bag of that chemo, or the drug you're being prescribed for whatever, it does not matter, high blood pressure, diabetes, whatever, and be holding it in your body and ask, is this chemo drug the best choice for my body? If you get a no, you ask for something else. There are usually many. You need to stand up for yourself in this and just be respectful and assertive. Is there another drug that can be used instead of this one? Is there a vitamin that is a better choice for me? You know, that's not a good example. Is this vitamin a good choice for me? If it's not, put it down, get another one and test on that. This can be used in relationships. You're going out with somebody and you know, you come home and you go, is this a relationship that is in my highest and best good? Now, I really recommend you practice so that you really trust what you get. And you may be feeling real giddy about this relationship and you get a no. It is something you want to pay attention to. If you were to get a no, I'd go, all right, give me the awarenesses that I need to see what is not good for me here. And they will come. But it is really trusting you to give you the right answers. And who is your best advocate who knows all of this better than you? So these are very powerful tools. There's a couple other ways. This is more advanced. What it means is that you trust yourself more. This is how I use it now. You know, when I started, I couldn't do this one and I couldn't do this one because I couldn't trust that I wasn't using too much force this way or this way. When I developed the way that I can muscle test myself, non-dominant hand in a circle, and the dominant hand, now, oh, sorry, it is little finger and thumb that I use because this little finger is very weak. And the index finger and thumb on my other hand is a ratchet to open these two. So I stick them up under, I'm going to show you here what this looks like. And I ask, or I say a statement. My name is Victoria Savage. And I am reefing on it and it's not coming open. I'm not jamming these together. I'm just keeping them connected. My name is Jeffrey, comes right apart. I live in London, England, comes right apart. I live in Idaho, strong. I could tell how much strength it took for me to try to separate. So I learned to trust this. And then I went on to this. They call it the flick method. So in my strength, I will say, my name's Victoria Savage, and I am really trying to flick it, and it's not happening. My name is Jeff, right apart. I live in London, England, right apart. I live in Idaho, strong. So now you have a few different ways. I recommend starting with the sway test, but practice something with your hand because it's really quick. In the store, if you just stick that vitamin under your arm and go, okay, is this a good choice for me? And you start working with your hand in some way, you can get that answer always. And you can do it everywhere. You can do the sway test anywhere too, but it just takes longer. So I urge you to start using these, make these tools that are incredibly beneficial to you, part of your life practice really, but definitely your health practice. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Victoria Savage, Nurse Savage on your side, your wisdom guided oracle. Until we meet again.